there's a lot of turmoil going on in the crypto markets these days. It's yo-yoing up and down. I talked about it in my last video. And crypto is just starting to look like super duper boring. Now, as I explained in my last video, it's not going to last forever. We probably are going to experience a leg up, in my opinion, sometime later on in Q4. But there are some cryptos and some opportunities where we can actually make some money. Now, let's take a look at this headline in regards to Aave. It's one of the largest borrowing and lending protocols in DeFi, meaning you can put your crypto up as collateral permissionlessly, unlike your bank, unlike Celsius and BlockFi, all these old Ponzi schemes where you didn't know where your money was at. Here you do, but you've got to be able to pay attention. But take a look at this. Aave price eyes $150 despite millions in liquidations. Will bulls make it? Right? And then it says here, Aave price jumps 8% amid whale accumulation on chain expansion, signaling potential for further recovery despite recent 260 million liquidation. Now, you may read this and you may be like, oh my God, they had $260 million in liquidation. I'm here to tell you that's not a bad thing in Aave. Why? Because every single time there's a liquidation, all right, in Aave, Aave makes fees. It literally prints money. But you can see, look at the liquidations that it had in USDT, W staked ETH, in Bitcoin, right here, to the tune of $260 million in liquidations. That's in August alone. And you can see there is no other time here in recent history where we've seen this level of liquidations. But again, that isn't necessarily a bad thing because Aave makes fees. Now look at this. Aave generates 2.1 million daily revenue during the market downturn. The DeFi giant liquidated $234 million worth of crypto collateral on Tuesday. Aave generated $2.1 million in daily revenue amid a flood of cascading loan liquidations on Tuesday based on token logic. Check this out. Aave founder Stani Kulichov, I hope I pronounced that right. Aave protocol withstood market stress, good thing, across 14 active markets on various layer 1 and layer 2 blockchains, securing 21 billion worth of value. Aave Treasury was rewarded with $6 million in revenue overnight from decentralized liquidations for keeping the market safe. Wow. Now, let's take a look at like this versus what's going on with like this alleged Japan carry trade. Nobody right now can tell you what's actually going on with the Japan carry trade because we don't know what the exposure is. In crypto, in DeFi, let me show you. I'm able to come here and through UI UXs like DeFi Llama, I can actually see how much is in there, how much collateral there is, how much exposure I have. And the best part about it, the smart contracts, which is not people like, yo, bro, trust me, I got the money. I just got to unwind a couple of things here. That's not the way real financing should work. If you over leverage yourself, you're going to get liquidated. And this is something that I have been preaching forever. Like everybody's like, oh, so many people got liquidated in the crypto market. Yes, that's a good thing. Why? Because people like me who are actually lending my crypto out, I need to make sure that I'm not sitting on bad debt. And how do I make sure of that? I make sure of it by having trustless smart contracts that say, hey, look, if it gets down to this level, we gotta pay Gavin back. There's no and if or buts about it because if not, then we've got what? Toxic debt. And so, in my opinion, this cascade of liquidations is a good sign. It is a sign that decentralized finance is working. And this is why people keep coming back and back because they say, hey, look, I agreed to that. I got liquidated. It sucks, but it's better than being in something like the traditional finance market that's completely rigged against me. I have no clue what's going on there. But you can see here what's going on. You can take a look at obviously just the price of Aave, but you can take a look at what the fees are. $298 million in fees. What the revenue looks like for $58 million in revenue. What their treasury looks like. So what they're actually holding in their treasury, $54 million. I mean, this is great things. We can take a look at also the total value locked. I don't know where it's on here. Oh, here we go. TVL. Total value locked. So how much is actually in here? Okay. And what are they holding? Well, you can see here clearly that they're holding a ton of Ethereum. All right. So this is just Aave as a whole, but I can also see that they've got Polygon, they've got Avalanche, all sorts of other things. So this is really, really, really cool that we can actually take a look. Oh, this is the chains. We can take a look and see how much they're actually holding in here, so that I can ensure myself that I'm getting into an investment or borrowing or putting up collateral that I know isn't going to be rugged or, Ponzi schemed away like a lot of traditional finance. Now, if you want to learn how you can use these tools as an advantage, we actually have a course. We actually have a course where we teach people decentralized finance. We show you how to borrow and lend, how to become your own bank. We teach you mindset on the simplest level. Guys, gals, I have students that are 21 years old, super savvy, all the way up to 80-year-olds who barely knew how to use computers, and now they're getting much more savvy. Now, we've got a spectrum of things from very savvy investors who knew a lot about DeFi that we're teaching them additional things to people who didn't know anything about crypto. So if you want to sign up, we have a 7-day free trial down below, but let's get back to it. So now I took an entry. We actually have a pool of crypto that we manage in decentralized finance so that you can follow our strategies without having the headache. But we took an entry right about here the other day back, right about here, back on August 13th, all right, on Aave. And we've had some really, really nice upside here, as you can see. This is on the 3-day. Each one of these candles represents 3 days, okay? Now we're starting to retrace just a little bit, but based on the video that I did a couple of days ago, you can see this video right here. I show you how momentum works. My momentum bands are telling me, hey, this is the time you should be staying in this market because it's going to go up, it's going to go down. But as long as it is above these bands in the blue, we're good to go. All right. So right now we're holding Aave and we're actually believing that this thing is going to go way up and it can be an early riser in terms of this next leg up that we're going to be experiencing sometime, in my opinion, at the end of this year and sometime in Q4. So right now, this is definitely one that I'm buying, definitely one I'm keeping an eye on. Fundamentally, I like it. The tokenomics I like. And from a technical analysis standpoint of view, I'm actually really liking this as well. Obviously, I scale in. I talked about that in that last video that I just referenced. But if you are interested in getting into Aave, take a look at it, research it, and this is a good one that's actually cash flowing right now, which is amazing. How many crypto projects do you think are cash flowing right now? XRP's not. Solana might be a little bit, kind of, but a lot of these blockchains, they're ghost chains. Not a lot of people are using them. Cardano's one that is basically a ghost chain. I mean, they have kind of like their cult thing. I love what Charles Hodkinson is doing, but I've used their stuff. It's not good. It's not intuitive. It's not easy to use. But Aave, super easy. It's built on a whole bunch of layer 1s and layer 2s, and it's flush with TVL, which is what you want. You want total value locked to make sure that your investments are going to be safe. All right, guys, see you on the next one. Like, subscribe, and we're going to keep bringing you lots of good content. Cheers.